lot of challenges I see in stakeholder management are challenges of our ability, or in this case, inability to influence. And again, influence is such a core skill for PMs, right? Oftentimes I encounter PMs, and I've managed some such PMs as well, who say, well, I can't work with the stakeholder and they're just too difficult to work with, et cetera, et cetera. And then maybe, some other PM starts working with the stakeholder and it's working great. And so now you have to wonder, like, what happened? Like, it's not the stakeholder that's the problem. It's not like they can never work with a PM because they're clearly working well with this other PM. I still accept that the onus is on me to be able to build the right kind of influence skills so that I can influence the stakeholder. And there are so many levels. You can see somebody like who's perhaps advanced in that art of influence, who will go into a contentious meeting and just make it look great, where like things just happen and people are happy and like tough decisions get made, tough discussions happen, but it just works. So observe those people, learn from them. There's so many books on influence, right? The best book I have is Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. Please take a look at that book. But the main thing I want to point out is, like, first take the onus on yourself. After that, second thing is understand the machinery of your company. Understand the machinery of your company and how escalations work, and who are the right people who can help you and who are excited to help you resolve issues with stakeholders or disagreements or contentions issues or lack of alignment or whatever. And here's the most important thing I'll say, and then I'll end with it, which is create a habit of being able to escalate for the right things. And this is something I did not do. I only realized this very late in my career, because I used to think escalation is a personal failure. And actually, escalation is part of your job. And I know it feels uncomfortable. It just sounds scary. So in fact, at Stripe, one of our engineering leaders came up with a better term for escalations, because they said escalation sounds very scary and like bad. So they created this awesome process called the unblock process, which is, it's not an escalation. I just want to get unblocked. And so there was a document that you would create jointly with the stakeholder so that you could, escalate, but it was called unblock essentially. So anyway, those are some tips and specific tactics that perhaps are worth trying.